Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me in this week's Motivational Moments episode. I wanted to talk a little bit about open doors and closed doors because I think in our daily life we all experience things that appear maybe to be negative or getting closure on certain things in our lives, and we may perceive it as being negative or impossible or challenging when, on the other hand, when a door closes, a lot of times, most times, it means that something better is around the corner, or that there's another door that needs to be opened, or maybe even a window to look inside. There is always a message to what happens in our lives if we can just reflect on it, take the time to think about it, meditate on it, pray about it, whatever your way of analyzing things, I think is important, because too many times we look at the negative portion of something that happens that is perceived to be a closed door or the ending of a relationship, a job, or an opportunity. So when I was thinking about this particular episode this morning when I woke up, and this is what I usually do every week, is I Google a topic and then I kind of see what comes up, what kind of quotes, what kind of inspiration can I share with you. And today, the first thing that came up when I Googled closed doors was more of a religious bent on that. And I want to read that to you because I think it was really a good way to start this episode. And it said, "When it's an open door, you know that it is God who is really at work. Once again, remember that you will get an uneasy feeling if He wants you to keep a door closed. Keep on knocking on God's door. Sometimes the door is a little cracked open, and God just wants us to persevere in prayer. But when the time is right, He will fully open the door." I thought that was excellent. I just thought that puts everything in perspective. No matter what your beliefs are, whether it's God, Buddha, the universe, one power, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, there is something bigger than us, and things that are beyond sometimes our control, our wishes, and our demands. But if we have faith and we look at those opportunities as learning experiences and don't give up trying, that's what's most important. I also read another quote that said, "Some doors are meant to be kept closed and know the difference." Sometimes we look back on things and we may want to try to reopen that door, re-engage that relationship, when sometimes it's just meant to keep closed. Also, keep in mind that when one door closes, another opens. But here's the thing, and this is another quote that I read. We often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we don't see the one which has opened for us. And that quote came from Alexander Graham Bell. And God knows, he tried a lot of doors and a lot of inventions before he could get it right. So I think that's really kind of a nice message for all of us to put into use and to practice on a daily basis. Don't keep looking back. Keep looking forward. Look for the cracks in the door. Look for that window that's open. Look for that other door that opens for us. And I think the biggest lesson, at least for me it is that when you have this uneasy feeling like, ooh, I don't know if I really want to do that, or I don't feel really good about that opportunity, or that person, or that environment. And when we have those uneasy feelings, and that they keep appearing to us, they keep manifesting, pay attention, because those are signs from the universe, from God, that maybe that's not the direction we need to go in. Maybe we should close that door and look for another open door, or at least maybe not slam it shut, but maybe just close it a little bit so that we have breathing room to move to the next section of our lives, because we're all we're all a work in progress. We're all in motion. We're all learning. We're all growing. The most important thing is to pay attention to what's around us, what's in front of us. We can look at what's behind us, but not dwell on what's behind us. And finally, there was another quote that I think can wrap this up in a nice little bow. And I don't know who it came from. It wasn't mentioned, but this says, sometimes it takes planning a door to get to a new place. And sometimes it takes closing one. So make sure you find a way to peacefully close the door of the past so that you can walk away with no regrets and your head held high. Perfect. Well, next week, we're going to continue the subject just a little bit more, and I am going to share a couple of life stories of my own that might be helpful for you. And if you have any stories that you want to share, please do. I love your comments. I love your input, and I really appreciate the time that you take every week to meet with me and learn and grow and be empowered, because that's what it's all about. Stay empowered, stay positive. And remember that even though I do this at noon on Wednesdays, it always stays on the page. And also it's on my YouTube channel called Deb Cottle. So you can always look back, not a closed door, look back and find the episodes that you missed. And please feel free to put any comments that are positive in the email or in the community Facebook group, or text me. Love to hear from you. Have a great day. Look for those open doors and open windows. And I wish you all the best. Thanks.